Session.
Yeah, we're back, everybody.
Pucker your buttholes.
We're playing a role-playing game called DreadLore.
Pucker your buttholes.
And this is the Red Writ.
The Red Writ.
That's the campaign we're playing.
Red.
It's a immersive story that takes place in 1982 Detroit. There are cultists and monsters and all sorts of fun, different things that we play around in the Red Writ.
The Red Writ.
With cast Bill Bunkum, Andrea Elliott-Johnson, Daniel Hulker, Drizzle, and Ken Howl, as well as music by all lowercase letters and Mr. Interrupt.
All lowercase letters and Mr. Interrupt.
None of this would be possible without our Patreon members. Join us today at patreon.com/DreadLore. Thank you to Tim Roberts, Daniel Hulker, Nostalgic, and Natalia Cline.
Natalia Cline.
Art media.
Become a member today.
For this is done by Couchfire Media.
Couchfire Media.
And none of this would be possible without the brilliant stylings.
Dicks.
And incredible abilities of something Bunkum Productions or Trois Reblay Productions.
Truth.
Circa 2018 to 2023.
1918 to 1922.
Welcome to the Red Writ.
The Red Writ.
Who's our sponsor tonight?
Leah, you pull yourself up and look into the sky and see the sponsor, who is it, Daniel Hulker.
Our sponsor is the Great Azraelian Empire.
You can find out more about them. They're basically Persia in the DreadLore core book. Leah, as you pull yourself up, Rebecca Foster helps you to your feet. She is
Rebecca
strong.
Foster pulls me up on my bootstraps.
She does. She is extremely strong. Imagine Ellen Ripley in Alien 4. Right? So like juiced strength. She's taller. She has like a Sisters of Battle feel to her. If you feel what if you're picking up when I'm laying down, there's a fierceness in her eyes. I'm talking 40K, motherfuckers. Action's on you, Leah.
So are you ready? Are you ready to go to get them?
I'm always ready to go. But what do you want to do?
Well, that is the question, isn't it? Can you at least keep that statue at bay?
You see her look up with her wolfy eyes staring. And this is where the world action will come in. You see the statue, having clocked you, it's turned around and walked back to its place as it's standing there. It's like actually comically looking for the ball it tossed to the side. Laura Levon has been moved elsewhere. You can't see her. The acolyte is gone. So that's world action for you.
Gotcha.
You see Rebecca. Her eyes actually get wider, catching more light. I see the statue. She looks over at you with dilated pupils. What is it you want to do?
I want to kill Loretta.
Why?
For a multitude of reasons, but mostly because she threatened to sacrifice my daughter.
What do you bid?
I bid.
For Leah, this is something I'm going to say you're going to know. The plan of charging into the headquarters, which is the basement of this house, alone, is tantamount to suicide. Like, you know that. It's big medicine. I mean, you don't know what's down there, but see, Leah, in the dark places of her soul that she can't quite remember, she remembers going down there and she saw something something happened. She spent breath, or she burned breath. There was something there, and it was horrifying. So going down there's a fear that is cold and dark within her of doing it. She can still do it, but Leah understands that it's a big move, and the werewolf next to you, while she's extremely strong, she's not stupid. Right? She's not willing to throw her life away. So you're going to have to bid to really sell this. You talking about your daughter being insulted, that's a good start. But just understand what you're doing here.
I wasn't. So wait, so you saying that Loretta Levon's already been moved to the basement?
Well, you don't know where she's been moved. As you wake up and look, you see that she's at least been moved elsewhere. She's not where you left her. As in, there was an acolyte there to help her on purpose.
Fine. Be that way. No. Leah says, wait a minute. I should have a shipment of explosives nearby.
She just furrows her brow. What?
Yeah, I called in some favors from my military contacts, and they were getting me a shipment of explosives.
You see her looking up at the cloud coverage and the whirling winds that just stopped. I mean, you think they could get through all that?
I think the people I talked to know what's at stake, and I think they're willing to do whatever it takes.
All right, so fate roll, since we're going that route.
Okay.
Fortune and false fortune. Who's doing
I'll be
it?
fortune.
Who's false?
I shall be false fortune.
Okay, here are the stakes. False fortune, they can't get through the cloud cover.
Yeah, fair.
You know, when Leah made that call, which was done not that long ago, she was literally told, one, she's spending that resource, it's gone, which maybe the player cares about or not. But regardless, it may or may not, like, they were not certain they could do it. That was the caveat. So false fortune is they couldn't do it. It's going to be dropped somewhere, but it's not on top of you. We will say, because we don't want to waste the action, we'll say that you do see it drop, but it's going to be up on Bald Mountain.
Ah, nice.
So you actually
Fair.
have to go up there. So that's false fortune. You have to play with other people. Fortune. Sorry, I can't help myself. Fortune, it will drop, but like I said, it's not a video game. It's super hard. It's gonna fall on top of the house.
Gotcha.
So you still have to get it.
Okay.
But you don't have to play with anyone but NPCs. Do it.
Fortune is a 62.
False fortune. 9,840. Now 4.
Ah! All right, Leah, as you see, as though God herself spoke, your explosives falling with a little parachute as it lands on the roof.
I spend an
And then
air
falls
deployment.
off.
Oh.
Falls off at the back door of the house.
Okay. I think that's them. Do you?
How'd you do that? Are the gods playing dice with us?
Maybe. That's what this whole night's felt like, hasn't it?
She kind of looks down at you. Oh, I've seen things tonight.
I imagine so.
Is this worth dying for? You see her like looking over at where the package went. You can't see it because there's foliage and all kinds of bullshit in the way.
I think that's not really the question. The question is, can we live with the fallout if we don't do whatever it takes to stop it?
She kind of nods as you've obviously convinced her of something. Can you walk? She gets you up.
Yeah, I can walk. And actually, Leah will bet, we'll sort of, as she gets up, she'll actually turn her head to the side again and spit out some more teeth chunks. Hawk 2.
I can hold off that statue depending. I don't know what it can do, though.
Neither do I.
Well, I'll be right behind you.
Okay. Is the statue still looking for the bowl?
Drizzle, roll me a d6.
It is a 6.
No, it is not. You see it pick up the bowl as it like shakes it out and looks in it and puts some snow in it and sits back up.
Okay. So this time, Leah takes aim with her crossbow thingy at the statue.
Okay, you're pretty far away.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you're not like super far away. You're like 60 feet.
Okay. So I think, I don't know, what's the range on the thing?
It's pretty far.
Okay.
I mean, you can shoot someone 60 feet away, but obviously closer is always easier.
So Leah we'll move closer, while holding the crossbow at the ready. I'll also be watching to see what the statue does as I get closer, while I'm aiming at it.
Okay.
So I already know it can be really fast.
As you're moving forward, okay, world action. Clouds are doing what they're doing. All the actions that were in place are happening. A timer has begun. Now, this is for everybody. And depending on our sessions, this will count down. And I'll just stop it when we're actually on breaks and that kind of stuff. How does that sound? Something is going on. You can feel it. There's a time limit. World action's done. The antagonists are going.
Okay.
I'm sorry?
Okay. I must have been gunning this time around.
Me too.
What do you do? Okay. Who drops cunning?
I do.
Okay. Tony and Leah?
I have nothing to do. I have no cunning left, so.
Yeah, no cunning. You accomplish
done
goals.
cunning. I know. Oh well, I'm close. I can pick up. I can accomplish a minor goal tonight. Probably.
All right. So, cunning, go.
Okay. So you have the ring of 20. How many are outside of that ring of 20 of acolytes?
We'll say a D6 worth, which will be 1.
1. Okay. So I'm going to start. I'm still doing the chanting and stuff, but as I walk up, I switch out still have the blunderbuss in my left hand. I switch out the gun to my slapjack, and I'm going to walk up behind the one on the outside and club him. It's a targeted attack to knock him out.
Okay. What do you bid?
I am going to bid Vigilante to do that.
All right, you club him. He spins around, is unconscious.
Okay.
Anything else?
Well, that's my action. I can't.
Yeah, you
go
can do
club
other
him up.
stuff. You can, like, light a cigarette, do whatever you want. What are you doing?
I'm gonna sneak up next to the. So that was the only one on the outside. So I'll sneak up to one of the ones that are on their butts, and I'll be behind him, ready to try to knock him out as well.
Okay. Who else spit cunning?
I did.
Nord, what do you do?
I am going to say they are awaiting us in the elsewhere. We must, in order to get what we deserve, we must go. We must take on and get our victory. What we've been working towards for all these many months. It's so much money, so much time, and we must.
Okay.
And I am going to bid something, and try and get them to.
I got most of that. It's in the notes.
To follow me, and
You're just trying to get him to follow you?
yeah, I want to get them to follow.
Okay.
And I'm gonna bid mind over matter to hopefully have the charisma have distracted them enough. Eternal life is this way. Follow me or die poor.
All right, roll a d6. Tell me it's a 1.
I'm also going to
It's a
tell
5.
Mariah to watch our backs.
Mariah will turn around. She's like, hell yeah. Nord, as you see these 10, I don't want to be poor. Oh God, not like those people. As 10 of them are kind of following you, doing what you want. You notice that Simon is creeping up behind one of the people that's on their butts. As he whispers over to Mariah, you see following him. And she's like, yeah, okay, we're in the middle of them. Simon, what are we gonna do? What's Nord doing? He's talking bullshit.
That's what he does best.
Why is he glowing?
I think it's that light behind him casting on him.
Okay. Antagonist turn. As 10 of these cultists turn and they're like, what should we do? Goat man! He is the goat man! Goat man be praised! As the other 10 are like, no, what's wrong with you? The goat man is the devil. We need to follow the sleeping one. The sleeping one never did us any good. And they start arguing with each other. As the 10 that are on the ground get up and start fighting with the other 10. You start fighting with them. And they're trying to pull you down, Nord.
Oh no.
And make bad happen. As Simon, the one KO'd guy, doesn't do anything because he's unconscious. Holger, roll me a d6. Let's see if he wakes up.
Three.
He doesn't. He's like, out, slapjacked. Mariah says, these people are crazy to you, Simon.
That's why I'm trying to knock them all out.
Leah, the statue takes her position with her bowl as you see as you see Rebecca Foster creeping up out ahead as you're leveling your shot. Rebecca Foster's off to the flank as you're getting closer and closer and closer. The statue doesn't seem to do anything. All right, player turn.
So I bid metaphysical because Leah begins to wonder if this statue is a golem. And she wants to know if she can tell if she thinks it might be a golem.
Okay. How would she know that?
Well,
Slash, how would you figure it out?
I mean, for a better way to put it, she learned about golems in temple, and in her own research, and she knows that there are certain methods for crafting golems, and she looks and sees like if there's any telltale signs that this thing was created in such a way.
Okay. What would be one of them?
Usually, to my best understanding, golems have like a core of some sort. That's sort of like the vessel for the animating energy. So she would look and see if there's anything like obvious like that.
That you're looking for. How are you looking? You gotta decide this. Where are you looking? There's nothing that's glowing. There's no like video game that's like glowing at you. She's barefoot. She's about 8 feet tall. She's in a dress, it seems, like a slip that has like a little belt. It's cut off at the shoulders. She's made of some sort of stone. Hair that comes down. It doesn't move. Looks like an 8 foot tall statue of like an 8-year-old with this wide bowl.
Okay. Well, Leah sort of, she'll...
Remember, you have players that can help you too. You could ask them.
We're just asking if they know what to look for.
I mean, they are called players for a reason.
Yeah, I don't know. You guys got any ideas?
Golems tend to sometimes have it scrawled on their forehead. If it is a tougher one, sometimes it is a scrawled piece of paper in their mouth or in a hole in the head. Those are the ones that I'm of how you activate a golem.
The Drizzle gets a pip. The golem lore.
Yeah.
Or golem lore.
And like, I think it did started, or I think they did start in Israel. Like, I think that's where they're mainly, or where their lore starts. So
yeah. Yeah, because I mean, a stone statue, the mouth would probably be a good place for it, but I don't know how I would check that.
It would have to, if it would, the mouth would have to be partially open for them to even put the slip in. So you would be able to pull it out.
Gotcha.
So what do you do?
Does her mouth appear to be partly open?
No.
Okay. Well, what Leah will do, knowing these things, Leah will take aim.
Poe would know. By the way,
Leah will take aim with her, crossbow again, and aim for her head this time. Or this time. But I mean, obviously, this is the first time I'm aiming at her. But, and I will bid, the spark.
Okay. Go ahead and throw down. Remember, since you're aiming at the head, you get a chaos die d6. And tell me if it's
Okay.
1. At Drizzle, Poe would actually know the answer to this because it was always the same for Poe.
So that is
I'm trying to.
that's a total of 3 successes to hit.
Okay. 3 successes as... Remember, roll a d6 as well for your crossbow.
Yeah.
Did either one of them roll a 1?
No.
Okay. Remember, they can give you extra successes. As this is a stationary target. However, the stone is thick and well made and whatnot. As you see the bolt ting, clank off, deflect off of the head as the head at the last moment turns and it takes a chunk out, but it deals no actual damage. The threshold to hit it is 4.
Gotcha.
That would be limbo. As ching, it turns. Ah, shit, Rebecca says, as you see her get on all fours and run up. Player turn. She leaps at the statue. As you see it takes its bowl. Hey, Nord, roll me a d10. Hey, Tony, roll me a d12.
It's 2 or an 8.
You want me to roll a d20?
D10.
Oh, d10.
Or did I say d12? I think I don't know.
D12.
Yeah, d12.
7.
So 1 success. So 3. As you see, it takes the bowl and hit Rebecca Foster in the air as Rebecca is holding on to the thing and they both sort of tumble. The statue is much heavier as it sort of lurches with Rebecca's weight and they're in a struggle. All right, Leah, as you've moved forward, do you do anything else? You can't take a meaningful quote unquote action, like you can't attack, but you can move around if you want.
Can I look into a book?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay. Because I feel like this is actually strange, like fitting for the particular questions I'm asking. So
are you outside the gate or are you inside the gate?
You mean the gate to the courtyard?
Yeah. If you're inside the gate, it means that you can be attacked easily. If you're outside the gate, it means you're further away from everything, but you cannot be attacked as easily.
I guess I'm inside the gate.
You say you're inside?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I would have been.
Okay.
Wouldn't I have been inside the gate to even have fought Loretta in the first place?
No, you have a ranged weapon.
Oh. Well, I'm just gonna assume I was like, just based on the way we described it, I assume we were inside.
Sure. So you've moved inside the gate, so you're a little bit out in the open as you whip out this book. What book are you whipping out?
Kabbalic Systems.
Do you have that?
I do.
Where'd you get it?
I picked it up. Picked it up in Grimwald's bookshop, like literally the first time we went to his
As
bookshop.
you whip out that manual, I thought you were just like packing it around like the Bible. As you start popping through it. All right, other players. We'll hit Simon first.
Okay, the guy that I was walking up on, I'm going to hit him to knock him out.
All right, you have to roll and bid. So what do you bid?
I'm going to bid strong swing.
Cool. And go ahead and throw down. Threshold to hit this guy's 2. So you need 3. Tony, what are you doing?
I see. I think it's a good idea to go up to one of the cultists from behind and hit them in the head.
Cool.
With a flashlight.
One of the ones that is praising Nord, or one of the ones that's fighting against Nord?
Fighting against Nord.
Okay, go for it. What do you bid?
I'm going to bid Detroit because, that's what we do.
Okay. Nord, what are you doing?
I'm nonplussed. Well, we're going to use that word about the fighting and that I didn't get all of the people. And I'm going to bid. Can I bid a condition?
Yeah.
I'm going to bid Gloam Touched to try to get my whiteness to be even whiter. To activate
Whiteness to be even whiter.
To activate my counterpoint, and I'm gonna say, "Don't fight. The fight is not here, you imbeciles. The fight is over there. They are lying to you. They have been lying to you. This is the way to the eternal. Can't you see that I have been touched by beyond?"
Throw down. And as we all know, arguing more definitely convinces people.
It doesn't.
But this is a game, so it can. Nord, you get a D6 as well.
Nice.
The chaos die for this is nutty.
Yeah.
You do not have the aid from your people anymore.
I know. That is 4 successes. Is this hard
Tell
mode?
me the total. Tell me the total whenever you're done.
Is this
And
hard
I'm gonna
mode?
go back over it. Oh, it's all hard, dude.
Okay.
It's all hard. I mean,
Gotcha.
if you want to go like super hard mode,
No, it's 6
it's
successes.
+1 per
7 successes.
person against you, but you don't know what the threshold is. All right,
Yeah.
Simon, what'd you get?
I got 4 successes.
Okay, that's a narrative point as roll damage.
Okay.
It's a threshold 2, so you get a +2 damage. Tony, what'd you get?
Got a 4.
Okay, same difference for you. You get a narrative
That's
point.
6.
You can spend it if you want. Remember, you can have only 5. You get 2 damage and then roll damage on top of that
Oh,
with your flash.
I'm going to go ahead and spin the narrative point and say that I hit the guy and he goes out like a light.
Yep, he's out.
Yep.
Absolutely. Narrative point absolutely can make a condition as you knock him out. Okay.
No, I thought you were saying how much damage did it do? I rolled a 4 on a D4. I think I should probably instead actually throw down.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Nor would you get?
9 successes.
God damn. All right. 9 successes. Jesus.
I
How'd
used
you
a
get
lot.
9 successes? God damn.
All right, I'll tell you about. I used my coat of many colors, and
Yep.
it is abstract. It is an abstract coat. So I'm glowing, and it's kind of got some sequins in there, and they're shooting off. And I didn't want to use Levi's ring, but I used Levi's ring, and
You use the ring.
and so I should probably roll a
No,
chaos die.
I'm just looking. Continue describing.
So I used the ring just
I
because
see, yeah.
I flickered it up.
Yeah, and what die did it give you?
It was a D12.
Yeah. Okay, go on.
And so that was I was just going for bling. You know, it's blinged
I love
out. And I used, what was there was a touched by the veil to activate my approaching Buddha with the sword. Oh, wait, that was what I was going to add. So it's actually 10 successes.
Okay.
The reason I used approaching Buddha with the sword is I'm going full defense. I'm not attacking anything.
Okay, I dig it.
And they're kind of attacking around me. Does that make sense?
You typically have to have some sort of sword-like thing. So
I
what
got
are you
my
using
dirty
for
dirt, and
So you have that.
But I couldn't.
Okay.
No, I have the dirk and the stat. I mean, I have, my.
So what are you using to kind of defend with approaching Buddha with the sword? Which one?
I guess I'll use the just the staff. It's out. I haven't pulled the dirty dirk out, so I just have.
So you have the staff still out. Okay.
Just as a defensive weapon, just in case anybody attacks, kind of thing.
Yep.
So that's how I got 10 successes, because it's bonuses.
I love it. Okay, make a sanity roll as you use Levi's ring.
Yeah.
It ignites in green fire.
Oh shit!
Shoots up about 10 feet. All of you see this, of course. That look up.
Sanity.
Even you, Leah, can see magicka happening on the bald hill. Okay. Tony, what'd you roll?
I got 2 successes.
Okay, that's limbo. Roll damage. Go on.
I'm also gonna say, John, Tony, knock them out. If we spill more blood, it may help their cause.
John looks over. You guys gonna bid John?
Yeah.
No.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. As John runs up, as he hits 2 of them and knocks them out.
Tough dude.
Tony?
I rolled 1 damage.
You do have narrative points. You can spend the narrative. You could knock them out if you wanted. If you want to spend one.
I will spend a narrative point to knock one of them out.
Okay. As with your flashlight, pong, you knock them out. Remember, you guys, you can do narrative point to add conditions depending on the situation. As 4 of the 10 opposing team just go down.
And can I add a narrative
makes
point?
Your job a little bit easier.
Can I add a narrative point to say that they've seen all of these people get knocked out that weren't following me, and maybe they're coming around.
As Nord, you see that there's 6 of them. Roll a d6.
That's a 5.
5 of them turn around, and there's only 1 who says, "No! No! Don't you understand? We came here for a reason. This man is a charlatan in the goat outfit. He's a charlatan." As you see these 6 kill him.
Oh, shit.
The 5 kill him. As there are 5 covered in blood now. It's just like, "We praise Nord." Or they know your name for some reason. Actually, they do know your name because they knew you from the Blue Note. Nord is the man. Nord. Yeah, Nord. You see one of them is like, "Man, you got any drugs?" Man, and these how many we got? 10 and 5, so 15. One of them is like, "Can I suck your dick?" One's already sucking your toe. Miraz's like, "Why are they sucking their toe? Why are they doing that, Nord? Simon, why are they sucking his toe?"
Don't look at that part. It's just gross.
We need to sacrifice people to Nord as they turn around.
No, we need to sacrifice the liars, the infidels.
They're the liars. They don't have on
we are all together. You can see unity here. We are now unity. We go as a group. We have the power. We can't be stopped.
You see one frat guy come up. He's like, he pulls down his hood. "Listen, I came to fuck or kill people. So which one is it?"
Well, we're gonna go fuck some shit up for sure, dude.
Where are we fucking shit up?
I think back at that house.
As they kind of look at each other, "To the house!" As a rabble of 15 people start going down. "We gotta fuck or fight. We don't know."
Let's go the back way. Through the back
We
gate.
always go the back way as they're down
good.
the hill. Okay. So Simon, John, Tony, you're standing up there like covered in dirt and snow, and there's blood and guts and headless bodies down the hill just the way. In this circle that's still glowing, whoop, 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 whoop. Just a little piece of it is sort of like darkened by Nord's runes. The gods are still watching. What are you guys doing? As Nord's kind of been set down, you're all standing there all together as the rabble has they're descending the hill. What are you all doing?
Let's start
Action's on you four.
messing these runes. We disgrace these runes. That may help. And I go and start like trying to deface the runes.
How? This is all me and you. Anyone else involved in this? Like you guys, it's between you all.
I will. I've got my gun. I've got the blunderbuss. I'll stick it back in my pocket. I've got the butt of my gun, and I'm kind of scratching into the rune to try and deface it.
I look at the remaining cultists, and I tell them. I yell at them. What were you told to never do?
What do you bid?
I bid guard.
What never do.
Well, the point is,
I get it. I know what the point is.
Yeah.
I get it. Don't ever eat from the fruit of the tree of life. I understand. Actually, that's not a bad move. This one turns around a little bit down the hill. He's still chanting, "I'm ready to fucking fight," or whatever Nord said as he looks up. We were told to never eat from the fruit from the altar. Bitch! As he turns around and just continues running down the hill.
Is there fruit on the altar?
There's no altar. What altar?
Oh, shit. I tried.
Okay, I'm going to put a moratorium on talking to the Arbiter. You guys have to play together. Go.
Deface these runes. That's where the power's coming from.
Well, like, aren't they chiseled in stone?
There's wax in them too, but if we scratch them...
Okay. I pull out my handcuffs and I start to scratch them. Is that it? Is that what we have to do?
I don't know. Let's see if there's... Nord?
I think I got carried off by like 15 like cultists. So I don't. Oh,
no, you're there. They
am
sit
I
you
there?
down and run
I didn't
away.
realize I was there. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
if I'm
you
there,
four sitting there.
I'm going to start making an alchemical brew. And I'm going to use some white, which I have a little white. I'm going to use some blue and
I've
green.
already set a moratorium on talking to the Arbiter. This is between you guys.
Oh, basically, I think what we need to do is stop the magic here. So I was thinking about a powder, like a fire, a way to put out the fire, a way to stop the magic. Well, you might have it, Tony. You've got something like this, Tony. You've got that magic stuff that you do. Like, can you like think it off or what? you think things
You want me
off.
to think it off.
I don't know. You got the book. I'm glowing, man.
I do have a book.
Read the book and think it off.
Mariah turns to you, Simon. What were you saying?
I'm saying isn't the power coming from the runes? If we deface the runes, then that's what
Sure
should stop the power.
Well,
Detective John will say, wait, what altar? Hold on, as he puts his hand up. What altar? There's no altar here. You see this like weird lamp thing that's still glowing brightly.
I'm not for sure about this, but I think the power is at the house. So maybe the altar's at the house. Because we had this crazy experience before where like people were dead, but then they came back and they were acting like nothing was happening. The house was on fire.
But then why would they even have the people up here doing this? Why would they be sacrificing people here if this didn't have a part of it as well?
Well, they were rolling the bodies down the cliffs. I presume there's blood down, like some dark blood magic that's happening down at the end of the cliff.
That was on the opposite side, away from the house, though.
Well, I mean, I don't want to climb down the cliff, and I don't think that's the altar.
Is there any cars that we could like get in the trunk of and like roll it down?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm glowing. You see me glowing,
I see that.
Right?
I see that you're glowing. How the hell did that happen?
Magic, like the magic you do when you think things and read books. I start taking my staff and I start just jabbing it in to like and trying to help Simon knock out the runes.
Well, you do that. You just tap on your staff. That's way easier than reading a book of like a dead language.
Is it working?
I mean, it looks like it.
I'm gonna bid Brute to deface these runes.
So you start defacing the runes with your.
Well, I'm scratching it with the butt of my gun, because I think that's the only thing really I have that I could.
I'm gonna bid Vagabond and pull out my pants, unzip my zipper, and start peeing on it.
You do.
All right,
Peeing all over it.
Sorry, Mariah. Look away. Look away, Mariah.
John is looking around. Wait, what altar? What altar? He's still saying, as Mariah is. Oh God!
I can shoot that as I'm scratching. I can shoot that light with the blunderbuss, but I don't know if. I think I want to deface some of these runes before that, in case it's getting power from these runes.
Where's
Mariah will take one of the rocks and hitting with you.
This is not working. This is not working. We need to go. The altar's somewhere else. This is just additional.
And we let them run away too.
Well, I think we should follow them. They know where the altar is. They've been here before. They've been doing this for a while.
Weren't they like worshiping you like a couple of minutes ago?
I know. Well, I told them to go fuck some shit up in the house. I feel like we should help them.
Yeah, so they just ran out of the house. Well, let's go find them.
I finished peeing.
Takes a while. You're over 40. All right, Leah. As Leah,
yes,
you're there. World action. You hear a rabble coming down the hill as the statue is wrestling with Rebecca Foster. You see the house, while it's partially caved in, the backside of it is intact, and you can see a little blood trail leading to it. What are you doing?
I'm reading the book Kabbalic Systems, and I'm going through the index and looking to see if there's a section on golems.
All right, let's roll a high or low. Leah, you call it, and we'll say Nord roll it.
Be high.
No.
Oh man, it's not like the DreadLore book. They didn't spend any time on that index.
No, I'm gonna spend. Can I do proficiency on this?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do proficiency on it.
Okay. Let's see if they spent that time on that index.
Shit. Well, that went away.
Ah,
I'll roll
Every
a different
game,
die.
At least one.
That's a high. Or do I have to do it again?
Okay.
yay!
As you see, oh, there it is, and you find what you need to in the index. What are you looking for?
I'm looking to see any other kind of telltale weaknesses or signs that something's a golem, like even if it's difficult to tell.
Okay, you can tell it's a golem as you're looking at a statue that's moving around. You're like, you flip through the book. It's like, this is a golem. It shows like different golems. Basically, a golem is an inanimate object that is animate. You're like, definitely magical, or
Okay.
definitely a golem.
Does it? Okay, fine. So I'm also looking for any weaknesses.
100%. You see, like, there's a picture of a rabbi who's like this. He's like, of course it's a golem.
And yeah, I'm looking for any weaknesses.
Exactly what Simon said.
What, that you have to get his thing out of his mouth or head or whatever.
I mean, you got to get the thing out of the mouth or whatever, or the head. You don't know. What am I? A golem?
Fine.
Clearly, Leah's like just skimming through, like finding, just not paying attention, totally frustrated and impatient. So no, you don't get it unless you're looking for a specific thing. How do I defeat the golem in this book? Action's on you. What are you doing? You can look in the book for something specific.
I take the book, I close it, and I chuck it at the head of the golem.
The pen is mightier than the sword.
As you toss the book, ding, as you do, you hit it. It takes a point of damage. Ding.
Son of a bitch.
It's like quickly Google searching, getting impatient, tossing the book. All right. I want US players for a moment. Let's focus on Leah and what she's trying to do. Give her some ideas. You guys talk. Okay?
As he said, Poe would know. Do you remember back to when Poe was on the back of that statue and there were like the connections that caused it to come to life? I don't know if that's what he's talking about, but we ran across multiple statues that had that system on it where it was things that were turned on to bring it to life. Do you remember what I'm talking about? Back when we first met the red caps?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know if I was actually part of that.
Yeah, you were.
It was right before Dav showed up. Were you there before Dav or after Dav?
Just barely before Dav.
Yeah. Because it was there were the four statues which were the possessed by the Eladrin of the Four Seasons, basically. And they had like weird connectors on the back that turned them on, and they were run by Red Cap blood magic.
Gotcha,
Was that what you were talking about, Will?
Who knows? Okay. So, Leah, what are you doing?
Do you have a jackhammer? If you have a jackhammer, that'll get through some rocks.
She doesn't.
Oh. Can you spend a pip saying that you brought a jackhammer?
No.
Dang.
So what I do though is I pull out.
Never pull out.
I pull out my revolver with the rune rounds in it.
Okay.
And I take aim and pull the trigger this time. Again.
Okay. You're shooting at
the stone statue.
Yeah.
Not particularly not as black as to me.
Roll chaos die. See if it's a 1.
It is not. It's a 2.
Roll damage. As boom! You absolutely hit it.
So that's a total of what's the math on this? 7, I guess. Yeah.
Nice. As a big chunk flies out of this thing's shoulder, as it turns, even with its stone eyes and placid face of this little girl, you see it's not happy about what you just did. As it turns, this is player turn. We're on, because it's fighting Loretta Levon. God damn it. It's fighting Rebecca Foster. Acolytes are nearly down the hill. It's pretty far. Something goes on. The earth trembles. Just a moment. As you know, that timer's going. Rest of the players.
If we're gonna leave this, let me try this one thing. And
I will say this, Simon and Nord, as you guys start attempting to disrupt the runes, it is disrupting the runes. They do flicker and such as you beat them to a pulp. Just they're in the stone pretty well. In the dirt, as you mess them up, it's easier. But it's a pretty good swath. It will take a little bit of time to do unless you have some faster method. It is gaining some sort of result. It's just very slow.
I'm gonna bid a flaw.
Well, hold on. Simon was about to say something.
Good.
Maybe if we destroy that light in the middle, it'll be quicker, but it could cause a lot of damage.
What you said?
I was gonna bid a. I agree with you, Simon. I feel like I just sent a bunch of people to go kill things. I feel like I need to go with them, and I'm gonna bid my flaw tunnel vision to run as fast as I can after them, as fast as I can.
You guys head on. Mariah, you stay
figure it
with
out,
John from
buddy.
Mariah, you stay with John for a minute. I'm going to shoot my gun at the big light and then follow right behind you. I'll catch up in just a second. I want to wait.
Okay, so
Nord,
you guys, go on.
I want you guys to get a safe distance before I fire this.
As Nord is already taken off before we even finished talking, Mariah says, "Wait, John and Mariah are right there. Wait, what do you want us to do?"
You guys head down, follow Nord.
Follow Nord? That's the plan. Follow Nord. As you see John already following Nord. Really, Simon? This is where we're going?
Me. I'll be behind them.
As Tony's standing there. All right. Okay. As Mariah goes, Tony, you're standing next to Simon. You guys are about 10 feet away from the center of the circle in this vase.
I'm gonna go down to the house.
Okay. Are you running? Are you walking? Are you skipping? What are you doing?
I'm running, but not fast enough to like trip and fall, right? Because I want to avoid that.
So carefully running. You're going about the same speed as Mariah. John's a little bit in front of you, not much. Nord is like falling every so often. His long legs seem to serve his purpose. Nord, you cannot catch up to these guys because they went a lot earlier than you. But as they are entering the courtyard, well, my voice cracked. As they're entering the courtyard, and like half of them are already in, you will reach the bottom. So you'll catch up, but they've already entered the courtyard is the idea. Simon, what are you doing?
Yes. I'm going to. Is there any kind of cover that I could take before I fire at this light in the middle?
Yeah, there's some statues around, like mausoleums and such.
I'm going to get behind a little bit of cover with my right arm and the blunderbuss. I'm going to bid gunplay, and I'm going to fire upon the light in the middle with the blunderbuss to try and break it and diffuse some of this.
Roll d6. Chaos time.
That's a 2.
Boom! As you shoot, Simon. As Simon, you shoot at this thing. Boom! The blunderbuss kicks like a mule, hits this lamp, shatters it. Slow-mo, like that slow-mo that's like blurred, like in the early 90s movies, explodes as you see a vapor that is flame and spirit fly up into the air, sucking all of the light and the energy from the runes. The ones that are broken, obviously, it sort of like whips around and can't go as this ball of energy and fire flies up into the air and stops about 10 feet. As it has no form per se, but you can see it turn and look in your direction. Somehow, Simon, it looks angry. Down at the bottom of the hill, is Leah around?
Yes.
Okay. Leah, you've thrown the book, you've shot. World action. So that's all players.
Cunning.
You see the statue. Throw Loretta Levon. God damn it. Throw Rebecca Foster.
No.
And she's like, oh, flying back towards where everybody's coming in. And it's coming towards you. This is world action, so you cannot interrupt it. As you have shot this thing, part of its shoulder's gone. Like a linebacker coming at you.
I would like to spin cunning.
Nope. There's world
not
action. As at the foot of the hill, the frat boys and sorority women are coming in. Yeah, we're gonna fucking fight. As they're like trashing trees and kicking shit over and like defecating and whatnot. Running in. Nord, you catch up to them. They turn around. They're like, where were you? As they grab you, world action, and pull you into them. Lifting you up as you're crowd surfing. The rest of you are down below as you see this happen. Simon, you're at the top. This flame turning towards you sends out a big flame beam. As it shoots, you back up, I'm assuming.
I duck behind the statue.
As the top part of the statue, the stone melts. As you narrowly escape it. Antagonist's turn. The flame shoots again.
I definitely spend cunning.
I spend cunning.
As the frat boys and sorority women are pulling you in towards this statue, you see it running away, Nord. As you're up top, you see the statue. It's pretty far away from you.
Yeah.
Rebecca Foster flies overhead, slamming like a bowling ball into the frat people. This is all world stuff, or antagonist. You guys are interrupting and going at the same time, but just so you get the whole thing. The statue runs up to you, Leah, and attempts to face palm you and grab you by your face.
That's always fun.
And like a discus thrower, spins around and and throws you in the general direction of the house against the wall to kill you. That's what it's attempting to do. Okay? Who's spending cunning?
I did.
I did.
What do you guys do?
I'm
Good.
I am bidding evasive. The minute the statue starts to melt, I take off running and I'm serpentine down the hill.
As it's like War of the Worlds, you hear this horrible sound just mowing down around you. As Simon, you dive over the hill. The back of your boots are burned. Slow-mo as you dive face first down a steep hill. Simon, roll D10.
One.
As you take 1 damage somehow, describe it.
Like I know how to tuck and roll, so I jump and like I get my like I literally like pull my coat in tight and kind of tuck and hit and tumble some.
As you are dizzy, rolling down, you actually pass up Tony. Tony, you see Simon rolling, rolling past you. Mariah takes suit and does the barrel roll down herself as you both are following. Nord, action's on you.
As I'm doing this, I'm going to shout, "The only way for eternal life is to kill a god. Watch me kill a god." Now, this is some shit. And I'm going to create, as they're carrying me, I am going to create a potion.
Okay, creating a potion does usually take time. So how is this happening?
Use my ability Quick Brew, my trait Quick Brew, to activate confidence in craft, which is a new ability I have.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to use my ability Firestarter to activate Chemist.
Okay.
To create this brew. And
okay, now the action will be to create the brew.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I said the words I said.
Yeah.
And I want to create putty milk because I see this statue.
Okay.
And it's
so you are starting to create the milk. To create the putty milk. So do your rolls. You, I'm sure, know what the threshold is because it's in the book.
It's
go ahead and
threshold 4. Yeah.
Yep. So go ahead and throw down. That does take your action, though.
Absolutely.
Okay. For the cunning.
Yeah.
All right. So that means it is antagonist's turn unless anyone else has cunning to spend or wants to bid any kind of. Leah, I'm throwing you a bone here.
No,
you got a lot going on. There are other people in the game. You can bid and do other stuff.
I mean, not really, because Rebecca's far away.
I'm getting closer.
Not far away, but
I'm pointing at. I would like to bid Rebecca. Can I bid Rebecca or no? Is it Leah's turn?
You can bid Rebecca
to see me being carried?
It's antagonist turn, but you can absolutely spend cunning to have Rebecca act.
I think Rebecca feels guilty about Leah, so I'd like to bid Rebecca to try to save Leah's life.
Okay. Does someone want to drop cunning so that Rebecca can go in the cunning round?
I'll drop cunning for that.
Okay. Everybody cool with bidding Rebecca?
Yep.
Yeah.
Have Rebecca catch Leah mid-flight.
All right. So, as this is happening, Leah, how does Rebecca intervene?
Oh, okay. So I feel like this is a very good, like, werewolfy thing to do. So as the statue is winding up, to do the face palm thing, Rebecca basically, runs on all fours and jumps and catches her arm in her teeth like a bone.
I dig it. As that happens, you see the statue look at the hand. You see Rebecca looks at the statue at the hand in her mouth and then looks at you like saying something to you. As yet again, like a squirrel, Rebecca's all over this statue as it's like stumbling around. That's his turn. Leah, on you. This is the player turn.
And now I point the trigger at the statue's head. I point the gun at the statue's head, and pull the trigger on my last rune round.
Okay, what do you bid?
I bid precise.
Boom! As it's lumbering there with a werewolf on it. Roll damage.
So that looks like a total of 5 damage.
Remember, you can do proficiencies on damage.
Yeah.
Fine by me. Bam! Roll a d6. Tell me it's 1.
It is not. It's a 5.
Okay, that's an extra damage. As you shoot this thing in the back, the bullet goes through and hits its chin, bursts off as it again throws Rebecca. Hot, kang! You see her take damage. She hits the metal grate, slumping down in the bushes with an oh. As the statue turns around. If it could pant, it would be. You see there's a big hole through it and through its chin. It's looking at you like it wants to kill you. Leah, what are you doing?
At this point with the hole in his chin, do I see anything in his mouth?
Nope.
Dang it.
It's not in its forehead. It's not in its mouth.
So at this point, I pull out the snake talisman and see if it has any reaction to it.
Because you're like,
yeah.
It doesn't seem like it does as it starts forward. All right, rest of the player turn.
I'm gonna bid. I don't remember what Drizzle said where the weak point is, but I would like to make a bid to remember where it is. And I'm gonna bid apothecary.
So you spend a pip to remember.
Oh, can I spend a pip to remember? I got a pip.
Yeah.
I would like to spend a pip.
Drizzle, what did you say?
The 3 places that the scroll could be would be in its mouth, or it's carved into its head, or there's a hole in its head.
Do I see a scroll in any of those places? All right. Nope. What I'm going to do then...
What were you saying, Andrea?
I was just going to say, as a final action, Leah would turn tail, essentially, and start running towards the rabble that she sees coming down the hill.
Oh, so you're running towards the statue.
Oh, is the statue between me and the group of people?
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha. There's brush around, though. So
yeah.
I guess I would sort of weave between the brush. I would try and go around the statue.
Cool.
The brush.
So it takes you a little bit longer, but you start going there. As you dive into the bushes next to where Rebecca was, and out of tonight's session.
Yep. All right.
All right. Thank you, Andrea.
See you next time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Nord, continue.
I'm gonna bid surprise kill assassin, and I'm gonna take this putty milk. Hold on, give me 1 second. I need to go faster.
What'd you roll on it?
I rolled 5 successes, so I should get a narrative point.
No, the threshold's 4.
Yeah, 4. Oh no, So no narrative point. But I did roll 5 successes, so I did get the
Clean
thing.
success.
A clean success. To create this putty milk, and I'm going to use what is it? Surprise kill assassin, because I'm coming here with a horde, and this golem is focused on Leah entirely, and so I'm going to just aim towards the head, and
So you're gonna toss this at the head of this thing.
yes.
Okay.
And I'm going to use nothing personal to activate nothing personal. To
All right,
give
go ahead and throw it down.
me extra damage.
So the threshold to hit this thing is 4.
Okay.
If you're going at the head,
Yeah.
it's a higher threshold, and you get a chaos die.
Okay. And do I still get? Do I get a number +1 because I'm luminous?
Yeah, for right now, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It hasn't faded yet.
So that is.
It is fading though.
7 successes.
Total?
Yeah. Actually.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes. Yeah.
As Nord described launching this putty milk, hopefully to hit the statue's head.
Well, I'm kind of being jostled and moved around, and so it's like trying to make art on the thing, but Nord is so high from doing drugs like constantly for a couple of days. He just feels things, touches things. He's been in the gloaming. He's done this traveling. He's been through countless things, and so the chemicals are just falling into his hands. He's glowing, and to get it to go exactly the right way, it's actually they flip him over just by accident, and he uses the centrifugal force to like wrap this little package behind it and flip it so it goes even faster, and it just zooms at this thing and like sticks directly on the head.
You say 7 successes?
Yeah.
I love this idea. All right, that is limbo. So, does it hit or miss? Drizzle, roll me a die. Nord, call high or low.
Low.
It is low. It's a 4 out of 8.
As it hits onto the head, what does putty milk do?
It is a toxin that is supposed to melt metal and rock.
As you see the head start melting, as this thing stops, as it's like trying to find its head, and it's like trying to grab at the putty milk as its fingers start melting, as you see at the nape of the neck, this little scroll, as it grabs at it, as the scroll flutters in the air, and as it does, the golem becomes a statue, falls down, its arms break, as that little paper like catches like a plastic bag in one of the trees out that way. As the crowd kind of halts, whoa, and they look up, yeah, Nord's the man, he's God. As whoop, 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 Simon, you running down, Tony, hut, you golem down. Mariah is next to you, so you're all kind of there. Nord, you're in a crowd being carried forward. Actions on you all. The ground shakes again. A larger earthquake. The sound of something opening up at the top of Bald Hill.
Did we do this wrong?
Too late now. Let's get into the basement and see what's there.
All right. You heard the
You know where
man.
the altar is?
how is my girlfriend? I'm actually a little worried about you. Rebecca, darling.
As you're being carried, Nord, what do you bid?
I am going to bid anxious anxiety, which is a flaw that I have, because I just saw the lady that I've had sex with a few times get thrown across there.
Simon, you happen to see behind you on the hill lights, like Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and that burst of energy as some of the trees off in the distance, the snow melts and like the tree catches fire as errant shots going everywhere as the earth cracks again, and you hear the rumbling of something. Simon, Tony, you guys are far enough in, but not far enough to where you can't see. Do you look over your shoulders or not at Bald Hill?
I do.
I would have.
You see what erupts just over the lip of it. Two jutting pieces of rock or crystal. Kind of looks like the Fortress of Solitude. As rocks and stuff. Something is erupting from Bald Hill slowly as it quiets down after a while. As you know, that timer
It's still going.
Still going.
John, I think we need to find this altar. Tell us about the altar.
See him turning. Oh yeah, we need to real fast. I mean, I haven't been in the house. Has anyone in here been? Did you know where it is? He will shout at you. Nord,
I think Leah's been there. Can I bid
house.
Leah to tell us where the altar is? Because I think Leah knows.
And this is where we will end. Last moments, we'll say Simon and Tony. As Nord, you're trying to find Rebecca and Leah. People are not here. Rebecca, I will say, since you bid your anxiety, Nord, you know that she heard you. But like a girlfriend, she's giving you the cold shoulder. Simon and Tony, last actions as Nord, you will find Leah. She'll come out from the brush, and we'll have to deal with that when she gets here.
I've not been in the cellar, but I know where the door is. It's off the kitchen.
I will take out my flashlight, and then I'll also say, hey, once we destroy this, if we get to this altar and destroy it, maybe we want to maybe we want to take the rest of the house with it. Make sure the job's done.
Tonight we kill gods, fellas.
You guys are at 1 hour, 10 minutes. There is a limit. I've already stopped it. I will start it next game. The countdown continues with the Red Writ.
The Red Writ.
All right. That is it for the evening. Anybody get any goals?
I did. I got a minor goal.
I don't think I did.
What is it?
Mine was stop the newest ritual. We didn't stop it. And the other one was to protect Mariah. And I didn't really there wasn't anything I did that fully protected her besides just putting her behind me and stuff.
I think you stopped the ritual. I think you actually did literally stop the ritual. Or at least
it's still going. Stuff's still going on. It's the same.
But you stopped the ritual, like the whatever that little area where they did the runes. I think you broke that, if not depowered it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's up to the arbiter.
I think
anyone else got any? Go on.
I don't think I got any.
I got one, which was to turn the cultists' will to betray Lady K.
Yeah. Was that a minor goal?
Minor goal.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, so Simon, what do you think you did? For goals need to be accomplished in a way that you know they're accomplished.
Yeah, I think that this is a part of the overall ritual. I don't think it is like it was helping to supply the bigger ritual. So like we literally cut off one of the power stations, but the power's still going.
Okay, you accomplish your goal then.
Okay.
And good one on Nord for pushing you to go for that. That is in fact exactly what you did.
Okay. So I got that.
So that up there should answer a question as to what they were doing. That's exactly what they were doing. They were powering something with those sacrifices. Right. Specifically blood sacrifices, which if you guys remember, you know about the doors, you remember what John mentioned and Onus was cryptic about. The red writ is a thing, and they were using it.
Yeah, the blood that they were putting was feeding off of that.
Well, that's why I started knocking them out. I didn't want to kill them because I didn't want to add more blood to whatever was going on.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's why I've almost run out of resources in one game.
Hell yeah. All right, so I think a mystery for you guys to think about is what was the fireball sentinel that was shooting at Simon. Also, Simon, you almost died.
I was
that was gonna be bad. Getting hit by that was gonna be bad.
Yeah, I was like, I knew that's why I hid, and that's why I made sure everybody was gone.
It's very good that everybody ran, because that was such a bad thing. Like,
I take that back. I got my minor goal because I did protect Mariah because I sent her with.
There you go.
I sent her with John.
There you go.
Because
no, you sent her to follow Nord.
Yeah, you sent her to follow Nord to protect her.
I said go with John and follow Nord because
6.5 one and done.
And I catch up with her, but I told her to stay with John because I trust John to
more than
kind of protect her.
You need to admit that going with Nord this time was the safer option.
Yeah.
All right. Well done. What is our count up to for goals?
I believe it takes us to 56.
Nord, what was your sanity roll on that ring? Using the ring?
I rolled like a 4 or 5. I don't remember.
It's
okay.
57 Hulker because I got 2 and he got 1.
Oh, okay. All right.
Then you were fine.
Am I okay?
That ring, yeah, you're fine. Yeah, the threshold on it now is 3. Mm-hmm. So it goes up each time you use it.
Good to know.
And there's always a sanity roll when you use it.
But I don't have any traits on it. I only presume I can only use it once a scene.
Correct. Unless you delve into it. But you guys are tier 2, right?
Yeah.
So you can have 2 relics.
Yeah. So everyone got a pip in the party because I got a major goal.
Nice. And that means you get your cunning and your breath back.
And I wanted to give Tony that staff from Lady Callie.
You're gonna give her the staff, huh?
But, it's in the van. You can only carry so many staves.
That's right. It's not a staff, right?
Well, I've actually got the information here. It is a glaive.
No.
Well, it's something. I don't know what it is.
No one has spent a bid to figure out what it is.
It's a powerful.
No one.
It's a powerful.
The only person
tool.
who knows is Drizzle. Yeah. Drizzle from the description put it together.
Yeah.
No one else in game actually knows what it is.
Well, I didn't really want to. I just used it to get across the ice.
All it takes is a bid to be like, oh, that's what that is. It's so powerful. Whatever. It's fun.
Anyways, I gotta go.
All right. Peace out, Holker.
But
really quick.
Okay.
Never mind, he's gone. I was gonna say he'll find out next time. You guys, see the statue's dead. You are in a new scene.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's huge because I feel like I really burned through some shit. I was like,
Yeah.
Well, I did on my proficiencies because, like Lil made fun of earlier, Simon rolled that, and I went through like 4 proficiencies, and
Well, a big problem that you guys are facing right now is, as a group, is Leah is out of resources, and that means that that is deleterious. Like, it's hard when you have cunning and breath. You always have that in the back of your mind. You're like, well, I can always. But when you're out of it, it's like, oh shit, you have to play differently.
sure.
And it happens so seldomly because normally you're figuring out goals and all that stuff. Happens so seldomly that I don't think everybody's figured out how to do that. And I think she's starting to figure it out. You really have to rely on your other players and your NPCs. Which, by the way, Rebecca right now is a notable. She is not a narrative NPC unless you guys make her that way.
Oh wow! I think that we should make her a narrative.
It would help. She becomes much more important to the story. But
Yeah.
think about it.
I mean,
now
she's been there
out of
since the
bits.
beginning, but we can't.
next
vote,
game I think
Yeah,
that she should.
we can't
Yeah.
vote her narrative. But I'll make a note on that.
Okay.
One of the things. What did you think about the way I played Nord this game? This will be just our fake after hours. Can we do that real fast?
Yeah.
Bill, because I'm doing things. I'm trying not to be. He's not a mage. He's an alchemist.
I loved it.
Okay.
He had a singular mind. I liked how he ran away from Simon. Was like, I got shit to do. It was very Nord-like. And, that boldness, I think, paid off for him.
And Simon, what drove you to stay and figure it out?
Well, no, Simon knew that that the runes were powering that thing, and so he wanted to destroy the runes before destroying the globe, because he figured if he destroyed the runes first, he was afraid there'd be an explosion when he destroyed that globe, and kind of there was, and because but he figured it was powered by the runes, and so that's why he was trying to like dissipate the charge before he did it, but then everybody was like, we gotta go, so he's like, I'm just gonna do this and I'm gonna make sure everybody else is safe before I even attempt to do it.
Good move.
Yeah, it's a great move.
Yeah.
One final thing. This is to you, Bill. And is this cheating? So I listen to the episode every week to kind of figure out what I want to do. Do you think that players would benefit, or would you find that annoying to plot out ideas and concepts of where to be? I mean, in part because I don't know what the fuck just happened during the episode because I'm doing 6 different things. Because I really don't.
No, that's not cheating. That's remembering what's going on in the game. That's fine.
All right.
My thing is, be careful not to get set in stone when you do something like that.
That's the only issue.
Yeah.
I wouldn't consider it cheating.
Yeah, because like you can set like, this is what I want to do, but things in the game change.
Yeah, if things shift, then if God opened up the sky and it's like, oh shit, now what I thought was going to happen.
Right. If you look at my notes, it didn't happen the way my notes where I planned. But if I don't write down my notes and have them planned in front of me a little bit, this is just insight on the way that I am. Like, I'm not going to be able to concentrate enough on what's happening in the game.
Listening to the previous episode and reminding oneself, that's a good move.
Yeah.
That's just remembering what's going on.
But I think that helps me because, you know, right now I don't have a minor goal. And I think when you get a minor goal, you get a cunning back, like one cunning
and a breath.
And you get a breath back.
Mm-hmm. And a pip.
And you get a pip. So you get it seems like every other game I get minor goal.
You get goals pretty often.
Because I listen back and I'm just following the story. My minor goal was pretty big. I think it was pretty big to convince 15 or 20 people to do the shit that you wanted them to do. I feel like that is an important minor goal. And you know, I just wanted to make sure that I was playing it, you know, appropriately.
I love it. Simon, how'd you feel?
About
all of it.
Oh, all of it. It was a good game. This is the hard part because now I got to come up with a major and a minor goal since I hit both of them, and like there's not a lot more to do. So that's where it's getting narrower.
Exactly. Yep.
So it's like, how do I come up with it's like, how do I come up with a better major and minor goal with less things to do?
There are things, there are mysteries still going on. I know that it's pretty obvious because we've been throwing it around that Rebecca Foster has turned into a werewolf. But there's a question of, what is Rebecca Foster? Like, you guys don't know. Players, you know.
Yeah.
But in game, what the fuck happened when you went through that door?
Yeah.
And what happened when you went again?
Yeah.
The idea of Tony has thrown down some pretty interesting ideas. There should be an idea of like questioning what's been told to you.
Sure.
Who are these people? Granted, you don't really have time because you're dealing with shit, but
okay.
all that matters.
I have to say that Tony was like on point tonight. Like, to me, like just really focused. Like there are points in this game where Nord didn't know if Tony was an enemy or a friend, and Tony was acting like a friend tonight.
Yeah, and Leah, for all the gung-ho she has, she held back. She did not sally forth into the lion's maw. She's waiting on you guys because she knows that she can't handle it. And she's taking a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Well, she's running out of breath to burn.
Hopefully, that's kind of one of the things is like, I think that's where if you try to get goals, if you think about the story, if you're immersed, if you follow the rules, like that keeps you in. If you are playing a one shot across a campaign, you're gonna die. Like, die.
That's it. You get to that situation where you're like, oh crap, I can't actually. I have less agency, so you have to be much more strategic with your turn. And she did that tonight.
Yeah,
I thought that she was very, very good about that. Anyway, let's wrap this up. Last words, Drizzle.
I just came up with my major goal, but I don't want to say it yet because it's profound.
It's important.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I won't know what happened.
Anything last?
I won't know what happened this week until next week.
All right. So let's read us out.
Don't forget to join us on the Geeky Gamer podcast on Thursday. I think we are supposed to be streaming at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard with somebody.
Sequoia Blue.
Hopefully we've reached out to her and it is a her. And hopefully I will get information about her as well because I don't know who she is. And we will learn all sorts of stuff about her. But until then, we have been playing a role-playing game incorporated into the DreadLore system, the DreadLore core book called The Red Writ.
The Red Writ.
Featuring our cast: Bill Bunkum, Andrea Elliott-Johnson, Daniel Hulker, Drizzle, and Ken Howl. Music by all lowercase letters and Mr. Interrupt, and our Patreon members who are like dedicated and into us every single week: Tim Roberts, Daniel Hulker, Nostalgic, and Natalia Cline. Couchfire Media brings us the production, and they do their best. Bless their heart. Twa Replay Productions does a really great job every single week of keeping us
doing nothing,
entertained from 2018 to 2023. I don't know how this is still happening, but it still is.
It's still there.
Thank you for watching and participating. Please join our Twitter on Thursdays and comment, like, share, or whatever. I don't know. This is the Red Writ.
Bye, the Red Writ.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys.